This video is brought to you by BC Racing Coilovers, ECU Master USA, Y-Plate Imports, Torco Racing Oils and Fuels, and Drift HQ. Without these guys, we would not have Drift Week 3, so thank you so very much for supporting this content. Let's get started.
Hello YouTube. We are going to do a quick video. What is the best track that you've ever driven, or rank them? My favorite tracks are Ebisu, just because I love the place, because of motion, everything. It's a whole facility. We could break it out in different tracks. What's yours? What's next? Anything better than that?
This is a really hard question. I actually really like Wall Speedway a lot.
What?
Yeah.
It's a crap hole.
Have you driven it?
No. I'm not a circle track guy.
I love sketchy shit, and that track is super sketchy. So it's all, and the infield is super bouncy, and like when they run it the right way, you can get, it's good. It's not my favorite though. I don't know if I have a favorite track. Park is equally as good as that for other reasons. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, you say Park because you have a drift school there. It's literally probably one of my favorite tracks. Top 3 probably.
I really like NOLA. Oh, the Poland track.
Oh,
the Poland
that
track was
sick.
ridiculous.
That's the top 3 as well.
So Ebisu, we don't even have to name it, but it's the sketchiness, it's the Toge track, it's North Course,
Poland one,
it's the food, it's everything.
The sketchy Poland footage.
Yeah, it's a track that isn't even, it's a truck driving school.
It is.
But it has like this crazy hill that goes straight up and down.
The cars slow down while you're floored. That's how steep it is.
No, it was really
and
good.
It has the roundabout thing and like all sorts of stuff. So that was super cool. Toge course at Ebisu is probably one of my favorites.
Sketchy. It's got to be better than Wall Speedway.
Calaveras.
Is Wall Speedway really better than that or no? Toge's better.
Dude, Wall Speedway, like I like feeling like I'm gonna die. And every time I drive that track, I feel like I'm gonna die. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Like, it has so much bank when you run up, right? That as soon as you blow the tires off, it goes like this. And that's what gets you the flick to initiate. You don't have to steer it off. And then you have, if you want to ride the wall like on it, you have to be 2 inches away because it goes like this and it's all jacked up. So you're like, when you ride the wall, it's like ga 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 ga. And then the transition is like 5 G's of force. And then when you do the crossover through the center, it's like all 4 wheels trophy trucking. It's sick, super sketchy.
That's a lot of talking about a track I'm not excited about.
Yeah, I love that track.
Okay.
Yeah.
NOLA, have you driven NOLA?
I have.
Kart track? That was one of my favorite tracks.
They canceled the event.
Yeah. Not my event, his event.
Yeah.
NOLA's really, really good.
I've seen the video.
That's the kart
photos.
track.
It's got a lot of like 2 and triple and quadruple apexes.
Have you driven
stuff.
Hallett? Hallett Motor Speedway or Hallett Motor Plex or whatever?
So.
Hallett's fantastic. I love it. Hallett's really good. I really like the Houston Police Academy for some reason. I have so much fun there.
That's a good track.
It's a fun track, but we can do better than that.
It reminds me a lot of like this.
Yeah, but like the whole crowd can.
And like.
There's a lot of different things. Like you like the sketchiness.
Yeah.
There's the visibility for the crowd, so they can be close. Like Villains was fantastic for that.
Hey Dort, turn the music down.
Hey guys,
turn it down for a minute.
the music.
All the way up.
We'll do it live.
Turn it off.
Perfect. That's good. That's good. But yeah, hopefully we can monetize this now.
We'll cut it and
will do
edit.
the magic in the background. But dude, I feel
St.
like
Petersburg
I'm missing.
Indy race.
That was cool.
That was super different.
That was really cool. That was a lot of like double apex turns that seemed unlinkable, but they were. And it's probably one of the only tracks that I drove with my car loose on purpose, so you could just obliterate it. That was a good one. There's so many tracks, I just forget about them.
I know. I've driven. We were talking earlier. I was like, I must have done 100 tracks, and then he's like, No way, he hasn't
I probably have.
Maybe, I don't know. We've driven a lot of tracks.
Yes, a simple track, but what do you call it? Was always good. Homestead was always fun with the uphill double apex and then down the corkscrew is cool. The ridge is cool. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff go down there. I just, you know.
Some of those tracks, though, they're too big, though.
Well, I mean,
if a track
have
gets
big power cars too.
right, but if a track gets too big, you don't have as much fun because the tandem's not really close and it gets a little terrifying.
What's another good one? Oh, Patriot course at VIR is pretty cool.
I haven't done that.
That's pretty wild.
Now you're flossing
Huge
tracks I haven't
downhill,
done.
Huge downhill, like 20 stories, dude. Like, it's like crazy. Up against a wall, and then a huge elevation S-turn that comes up and down. That's a pretty fun track, and it's fully hot. You've driven there?
I guess
Yeah, you have. A Hyperfest, right?
No, we did something else there. We did like a Nopi. No, I don't remember what it was.
Did
Maybe
you do a qualifier there for Nopi?
No, I don't remember.
You probably. Oh, the Quest of the Sword.
I didn't go to that.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
No.
I don't know.
Anyways.
That's a good track though too, and it's
How about-
super hot lappable.
What do you like more, kart tracks or big tracks?
It depends on the car. I prefer driving kart tracks because I prefer driving a track that I can do 20 laps back to back in a car that doesn't require servicing every 2 or 3 laps and all that. I enjoy kart track stuff, but if I'm gonna drive a big car, I want to drive a super fast, super gnarly, like.
Yeah, you don't want to take your big car to like a kart track.
Right.
How about you like Pat's Acres? Is there
Yeah,
a
I love
single
Pat's
Formula D track that you like more than Pat's Acres?
No.
That's
Long
crazy.
Beach is pretty good. Long Beach is pretty sick.
Is there anybody that drifts that has drifted more tracks than you think?
I'm sure.
Who?
I don't know.
I don't
Sure
know.
there is.
You do so many
I
demos
feel like
and stuff.
so many people don't like embrace drifting. Even the guys in FD, I'm not like attacking anybody, but like I feel like they don't really embrace it. Like,
You mean they don't go out
They
and
don't
drive?
take opportunities to go drive things and do things. Like, how many places have we gone that they like didn't pay us to go drive? Like, because we just want to go drive it, you know?
That's always.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. But a lot of guys in FD and stuff like really won't go drive stuff unless they have some sort of financial situation.
I never checked the audio. Is it working, Si? Okay, keep going. Oh.
I don't know. But I think I probably drive more than anyone. I don't know.
I
like,
can't think of anyone that does drive more than you because of all the demos,
School.
all the school, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a set of nerds that
I
drive
haven't
more
gone
now.
a week without drifting in a very long time unless I was physically on a vacation away from my life. Like, that's the only time. Because even with the school, like if I don't drive, I'm there at some point during the week and take some laps and testing. Kelly's been helping me a ton with making sure cars still work. I used to be the one that would just have to go down and drive every car and make a list every time it needed something. So, but now I don't do that as much.
Do you still count, like, say, Gulf Greyhound Park or like when you go drive OSW or all those places as tracks? Or we just don't count skid pads?
I mean, yeah, it's not really a track. It's a place to drift.
Yeah. That cuts
And I
down
think
on a
that
lot of
there's-
places I've drifted.
Yeah. I think
Because even if we were at Atlanta Motor Speedway, we were still driving the stupid skid pad there for Nopi.
Yeah.
How does the Englishtown rate?
I haven't driven the new one. Oh, E-Town's road
Yeah.
course is pretty sick, actually.
What
the
new
problem
one?
I find with E-Town road course, again, like not like attacking anything, is like you kind of need a gnarly car there because a lot of the guys there have like pretty serious cars, and like you want to drive with like Bloodmasters or any of those, you don't need a gnarly car. But then the other dudes all have pretty crazy cars. So like for me, if I go there and drive, like I need something that can do both because I don't, I want to drive with everybody and have fun. But there's kind of different segregations of driving styles there. But that track is sick because it's got a bank, it's got a big entry, super fast run up. You can do 120-mile-an-hour entry there, no problem.
I've only ever driven my LS car there, so I've never driven
And
an
you drove
underpowered car.
the up the hill setup too.
I drove a couple different because we did
Oh, we did Nopi
Nopi.
and XDC there, and D1.
D1. I feel like 2 years in Nopi.
Yep.
I think I've been there 3 times.
Yeah, we
And each
we
time
drove
it was
a bunch
3
of
days.
different layouts.
Yeah,
That place is cool, and they added some stuff to the back that made it really fun too.
I haven't seen that
I've recently driven that track. It was good. I had an S13. I left up there for a long time just so I could go drive a few times a year over there. It's mostly like that track is rad. The new layout is cool for the stadium aspect of it, but it's mostly the culture why you go drive there, I feel like.
How about the tracks like Apple Valley? Apple Valley was kind of fun to drive, but at the same time, it didn't flow and hurt my neck when I was like
That's
driving
how
around.
this track is a little bit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I would actually
I think it probably flows a lot better now. They repaved it and did all that.
at Apple
They
Valley.
repaved the entire track, added extensions and all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
so
I didn't know
it'd be
that.
cool to go drive that again.
That would be cool.
They were like trying to get me to go down, and I didn't have any time on my schedule to go drive it, nor do I have a car there.
I found it a little bit uncomfortable, like driving there, but it was
I
good.
think you didn't drive it in a good car either. Like,
drove my
you need to
V8
drive it in like the TI or something,
Oh.
where it's like a car that has a lot of side bite and a lot of like RPM. Also, those
Fair
types
enough.
of tracks, just like this, gearing has to be perfect if you don't have a shitload of
We
power.
kind of shut down the track fast, so I didn't get a lot of laps.
Yeah, we did.
Whoops.
Rest in pepperoni.
How about Villains?
It's cool. I enjoyed it because like the tandem and everybody to drive with. It's just like, I feel like since they added the little wheelie section, it made it like revived it for me. But like I drove there and I was like, it's super fun, but at the same time, like I don't necessarily need to go drive it. Like I felt like, I'm so spoiled from park. Like I would just go drive park.
There's so much stuff there as
And
opposed
there's
to everywhere
so
else.
many different layouts you can drive at park, and
Yeah.
there's so many different things you can do. And I get to drive with like students and people that come from all over the world, and like that makes it just cool for me.
Villains had the amazing experience of like the
Spectators.
viewing was fantastic,
Amazing.
and the staff and
It reminded
everything.
me of like CFRC almost, where you're like sitting right above the cars, they're right there. The staff is rad, Nate's cool, like all the drivers had
Yeah.
a lot of respect for it. It was almost kind of like being in Japan and driving.
I really liked it. Just
Yeah.
the whole experience there was much greater than the track itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Nate did an amazing job making the spectators feel like part of it
Yeah.
and making the best of all of the things around. He was like, he's kind of
I
a
wonder-
master of that, of the little tiny details. Nate is so good at that.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like the nicest track owner I've ever met almost.
Yeah, and it had the rowdy feel of like Japan Night Matsuri,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
captured that. And even like say on North Course or even School Course or something like that, sometimes it's not the greatest track in the world, but because of everybody's so close and like everything is,
Makes it good.
everything gets together into one amazing thing, even if it's just a lunch spot sometimes,
Yeah.
makes it. All right, where else?
I don't know, dude. I'm so spaced on tracks I've driven. Even we were talking about the other day, like, because I don't really care for oval tracks. I think that there should be one or two for FD, but I don't think there should be so many of them. But like that Canadian track, that Saint Eustache or whatever it was super cool because it was like a big bank. Even though there was a manji on the straight I wasn't pumped about, but then you went into an infield that was a road course, right? So it was kind of like, that's not something super common. And I always thought it flowed super well. Like it was a track that outside of entry, you would just not have to handbrake once. Because it just flowed so smooth, you could just mash it and have all the angle and like do everything pretty cool. I like that track. Yeah, I've driven a lot of tracks. There's a
Indy
lot
was
of tracks
amazing.
that
You didn't drive Indy, did you? It was fantastic. Indy Motorsports.
Oh, no.
Over in Tucson.
no, I didn't.
Oh, Honda Musselman.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Honda Musselman's
That's a good one.
fantastic.
I just don't like there's no elevation really in that track. But
I haven't driven US Air. Have you
US
driven
Air
that?
is cool. That's a cool track. It's been
Is it
a
better
very long
than-
time. I'd like to go back and drive that in a cool car.
Maybe we'll do that for Drift Week 4.
I think that's probably going to be super sick. Yeah.
There's so many weird road courses too. Like I drove one in Vegas. I don't even remember where it was. It was like for a demo
I know
thing.
all these like little privately owned things that have no marketing and no website, and it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell? This is crazy. Oh, another really cool one. There's a track in Curacao that we drove.
Where?
In Curacao, like the country.
Oh, I'm like, I
Like,
don't
what's
even know where that
Curacao?
country is.
So there's a track there. So you have to drive so imagine going to like Daytona Beach, right? And like driving on the beach for a little while, and you're right on the ocean, and then all of a sudden there's just like a track in the middle of the beach. And it's like super fun and technical. It's like Musselman almost.
Huh.
But you're like, literally if you got bumped and went off, you could basically go to the ocean, like into the water.
Weird.
Like it was insane.
I was
the
like
whole-
at
it's a-
mid-pond, you could fall in the pond.
Yeah, but like the ocean, like sick.
That's
like,
crazy.
And the track was cool, and it's free. Like it's open to locals. Just drive whenever you want.
Weird.
Yeah, it's just like if this had a park gate
No
with a little
safety?
donation. No, nothing.
That's
No
the best
safety,
thing
no
about.
nothing.
So one of the things that drives me nuts about the United States is the fact that like ski resorts can get away with killing people and they're not liable for anything.
How?
But anything that happens on a road course is a disaster.
How can alpine slides still exist?
But drifting has a
But
problem with
drifting
insurance.
has a problem with insurance. Dude, every time I've ever been to alpine slides, someone that's with us gets so messed up, and one of the people not necessarily with us, or they are, gets airlifted to the hospital. Like from a thing a 5-year-old's allowed to do. They don't even require a helmet. It's like insane.
What are the factors that, we'll finish this off in just a second. What are the factors that you like in a track? Like for myself, there's the track itself, how well it flows, if there's a rad entry. Sometimes if, you know, it's a great track, we'll just do the entry in one corner so that you can do a ton of tandem and not worry about things. I like even tire wear from left to right.
Yeah.
I like great tire wear. I like not breaking suspension components. I like the spectators being able to part of things. You love that place. You know, there's all these specific things.
That's like, honestly, what would
ambiance, weather.
If there was a park that everything was scaled like 100% and it could all be third gear, it would be insanely sick. Like, it would be so cool.
Someone needs to build it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, I mean, there's just like, every track has its own thing. Like, this track doesn't particularly flow, but because it doesn't flow, it makes it something that you're always reaching for the next thing. And then the chase, it makes it extremely challenging, which to me is cool. But I think for people that maybe aren't like really, really, really good at driving, it's probably discouraging, you know? It's probably not as fun. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I look forward to driving more tracks in the future. I really want to go drive a bunch of bucket list tracks like Bihoku and stuff. Do you ever drive that?
I would like to do that. That'd be cool.
But it's so hard to get to some of these really remote places. I'm gonna have to like lean on Valino.
That's not power vehicles over there now, so we can take it places.
I have multiple cars over there right now. I have a Sylvia and the JZX.
Well, let's go. One of them's a station wagon, so we can load it full of all of our shit.
Oh, the E36.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I got an American dealer plate we can put on it.
But I was gonna say for Drift Week, one of the cool things is like we're knocking off so many tracks. All these are in your region right now.
Not to like go off topic, but yes, we're talking about Drift Week. Like, I would like to use Jordan as an example because I started thinking about Jordan at RK Tunes I had never driven before. And the first time he ever really drifted, he came to my school and did some laps in my school, and that was right before Drift Week, like the day before. And then he came out in a car that has never been tested or driven or anything. And every track he's gone to has been way different than the one before.
And he's killing it.
So he's learned, like, it's like the hard knock school, like,
he had never drifted a single track before this trip.
Just
and now
like
he's
a couple
done
little burnouts.
He's done hundreds of laps.
And he's ripping.
Yeah.
And it's like, because it's forced. It's like, oh, you're on Drift Week, you better rip.
Chris Knapp had only ever done OSW in Englishtown.
Yep.
And I mean, like a billion laps at Englishtown probably. He grew up at the track because his family owns it.
Yep.
And he has now done 2 or 3 times more tracks than he's ever done, and he lives at a track.
Yep.
I can't believe he's only ever done 2 tracks. So there's actually a lot of people that are getting a lot of track time in that haven't drifted a lot of tracks, and it's almost like Ebisu for these guys. I use that as a freaking context for everything. But you know, they go there, they smash a ton of laps.
That's your favorite place, so you talk about it.
It is. I guess it's just like the
also the whole
yardstick for everything.
Yep. It is.
Oh my God! We need ramen at the Careless booth serving us food. I need to get them to do ramen trackside.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
It would just be like there.
And the spaghetti from Ebisu, the little spaghetti and French fries
with the little shitty Parmesan cheese.
So good though. Why is it so good? It's because it had the track.
It's because it's at the track, and you've just come down off of so many drugs in your system, such as serotonin, dopamine, and adrenaline, and everything
you better
else.
explain what drugs. So
yeah, all your chemicals that you naturally produce.
Yeah. The amount of fun that we have there.
But you're so depleted that like I'll double entree when I get there, and I'm just like, I just eat.
How'd that go?
Yeah, like that. All right, cool. Thanks.
Yep, that's fine.
What's your last track you want to do before you die?
I don't know, man. I would like to drift like, I don't know, man. Whatever the fucking most insane track is, that's me. Like, I just want to
Rainbow Road. What's your Rainbow Road?
Shit. I don't know, man.
There's no like Nürburgring
I would love to do a lot more road closures and driving like that on mountain roads with people. I don't
think that'll ever be a thing in the United States.
I mean, I'm about to do, not to plug anything, but I'm about to do a trans-American road race that is like probably the last one in existence.
And the Pan American one?
Yeah,
or
the
what?
one through starts and goes through Mexico and all that stuff.
What are you driving?
It's like 1,200 miles. I don't even know. I signed up for it.
Are you just gonna take a car?
Or
join another
makes
team?
Sense. No, I'm just gonna go drive it.
Drive and what?
Whatever I can get. Maybe a 350R like Mustang or.
Oh, like pitch it to Ford and go do it.
Or whatever, or TI, whatever.
I need to go pitch to.
But like it's the thing.
What monsters do?
In our lifetime, that might be the last one. Ever.
Yeah.
Like they keep getting canceled and like insurance can't cover it or whatever. Like it might be the last one.
Yeah, because crazy idiots would build crazy like 2,000 horsepower cars to go do that trip
sick.
with 100-gallon fuel tanks that are like literally bombs.
I don't want to win. I just want to do it.
Do they not do the Silver State Classic and all those things anymore?
All of the ones I know don't exist anymore. I know they used to do like the Big Bend Open Road Race and all that.
I mean, it makes sense because the cars got too fast.
1,000 miles, dude.
This Drift Week is like a road race almost. You just have to care about the cops or not.
Right. Well, this is actually like legal, closed roads. It's like the Baja 1000, but on the road, street.
I can see, like, as his cam chops, you can see his lights like blink in and out.
The voltage.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep.
I hope you're having fun. Good luck on your demo. Oh, we can't say what you're doing. Good luck on driving. What are you gonna do?
Testing my FD car.
For the Formula D?
Monday. Yeah.
Where's the first Formula D event?
Atlanta.
Okay. Are you gonna do testing where you made huge changes to the car, or little changes?
We've already made the changes. We're just solidifying them.
Cool.
It's to the point now where we're making changes that we've already been planning for a whole year, and then we just do them when the season's over.
Is Road Atlanta a bucket list track?
It's a good track. It's fun. I enjoy it. I'm kind of tainted, dude.
Because you do so much cool stuff?
Well, I kind of think of it like Road Atlanta's rad coming down the hill and all that stuff.
Oh my God. Formula D cars at that Poland track up the jump hill.
Sick.
You would leave the ground.
Oh, 100%.
And like, you might not come back down for like 50 yards.
Dude, I'm in.
That would be so cool. Formula D needs to build a track. I've been saying that forever. It's not gonna happen, but it would be so cool.
Yeah.
Formula D, Poland Trucking Center.
We keep talking about this track, but I hope that someone hires me to consult on that, because that would be, we would build the coolest.
You're just
track
like, here's
ever.
the Triangle Mountain. It looks like this. It's 40 degrees.
I would have a section of the track that is that, but like, I think whatever track it has to be just like we talked about ski resort, the green circle, the blue square, and then the black diamond. Where they all have sections and decision makers. And the biggest thing about building a track is having enough cutaways and extensions and pieces that make it so that the track never gets old. Like there's 30 different layouts you can drive, you know?
The best thing about drifting is you can go drive a trucking track that was built. This place is just so 18-wheelers can train, like going uphill, downhill, make corners, back up, and do all these things. It's one of the best drift tracks we've ever driven. It's so stupid.
It was crazy, and it was super enjoyable in like basically stock cars.
But I'm just saying, that's how dumb drifting is.
Like
is
imagine
we can go
if we
have
had
fun.
our own cars there, how insane it would be.
Well, you would jump.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't manji up the hill.
You wouldn't be able to stop at the guardrail at the bottom. You'd have to run it backwards. That would be the only, if you ran it forwards, you would not be able to stop. Think about how many times we were entering at the top of the hill and sliding all the way down in like cheap ass crappy cars on retreads and almost crashing with a car with 200 horsepower that slowed down on the grade.
I need to get back there somehow. I wonder if those cars still exist for us.
I mean, I think you just get another set of them over there. I have 2 wagons sitting over there right now.
Yeah, but you hope to get those over here,
they're
probably
too
not
nice to drift.
Okay, thanks. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.